This is a fun little loop normally, but slippery. Oh God, everything is like ice after all this rain. And then there's this clay. I'm using every trick in the book Birchie taught us about finding traction. Oh, just wants to spin. Like get the acceleration before the slope if possible. Just spins on the slope. And this downhill is like got to barely touch the front. It just wants to lock up. But you don't want to lock up the rear. Whoa, shit! Too much either. Oh, and then ease it to a stop. Try and do a feet up. Woohoo! That's a lap.
I used to do lots of riding when I was younger, and for about 25 years I didn't do any dirt riding at all, and midlife crisis decided to take it up again just recently, so it's only been maybe 3 months.
What I want to do for an experiment is do it in second gear now. Whoa! Oh, it's so much better. She's much less likely to spin in second. Got to obviously slip the clutch. The 300's easier than third gear here. Oh yeah, she doesn't want to spin. So I mean, if you don't mind a bit of clutch slipping, a gear high is almost always going to be better in this shit. And she stalled for some reason. This is really good for building in the human ABS. Just both wheels just locking up a fraction. And that's another lap.
25 years ago there wasn't even such a thing as cross-training, and these days I've got in with the guys doing cross-training, and I've been really fortunate to have been focusing on that. And I think the saying that, you know, learn to do things slow and it'll help you to do things fast better, it's absolutely true. I've even got myself a trials bike and I've been practicing slow stuff, just balancing, just learning to turn slowly on bumps. It just helps you so much in all the other riding that you do.
When we come down, the mud's turning these into a slick. So a top level rider, believe it or not, would usually come down fast enough to throw the mud clear. We just ain't in that league. But it's definitely a good excuse for when you come down something like that, the tyres are clogged up, give her a good squirt of speed just to throw it all free. You only need about, I don't know, 20 k's an hour to throw the mud free. Doing well.
I think when I got back into dirt riding, I kind of envisaged getting, you know, charging around, screaming around like a cut cat. But now that I've got into doing this cross-training stuff, I really enjoy it. I mean, I find it a great challenge, and I can see myself focusing more on that. I can probably see myself even taking up trials. And you're learning phenomenal bike skills. So you're really learning to become a good bike rider, but you're not running a great risk, and it's slow and it's safe and, you know, very easy and sustainable.
Nicely done. How good are these tracks, eh? All that balance we've been doing is good too, because even as this slips around, you're just using your balancing skills. Get down this stuff with your feet up, if you're lucky.
I think I realised at my age that you can't really risk hurting yourself. You just don't recover from injuries well, and I don't want to be going fast. I'm not that motivated. And so with this type of stuff, just mucking around over logs and hill climbs, you're kind of falling over at walking pace, if anything. So you're not likely to get seriously injured, but you're still seriously riding a bike very well. It's very rewarding.
Not that steep, but you lose momentum. It's really hard to get going again. So sitting and then stand the moment you can to get weight over the rear wheel, get some traction.